Hello, Call of Duty fans. We have a very special show for you today. The Call of Duty Modern Warfare Season 5 update is out now.
Shots are there from Skies. A lovely two from him.
Have we even seen the peak of his ability?
Yo, we just won. We just won.
Joe, MerK, DeLuca, and I are here to discuss some of the incredible things that are becoming with this update. Joe, sir, how you doing?
I'm excited. I cannot wait to jump into Season 5. You and I, we're going to be dominating Verdansk here soon. It's going to be it's a good time. It's always a good time when new content is out.
Yeah, I know for the esports side, we deal mostly with multiplayer, but you and I, well, we stream a ton of Verdansk, and also we've had Warzone weekend where the professional players have gone in and battled out there, solos, duos, trios, quads, random quads, like we've done it all. We've had some insane moments this year, but let's get right into it. Let's discuss some of the stuff coming in this update. Joe, the first thing I want to chat about is one of the things that I think I've wondered since like the beginning of the game is, why can't I get into the stadium? Like, we wanted to go into the stadium. We wanted to check it out. Now, finally, you can.
Yeah, it's always annoying at times dealing with those players. Top stadium who fly the helicopters up there. It's like, let me get in, right? Give me a staircase. Let me get up to those guys. But finally, they open it up. You're going to have an underground parking structure. You're going to have concession stands. It's going to open that up, and I think it's going to be a big spot on the map. You're going to have a lot of rotations there. So I can't wait for those, interior battles inside a stadium.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting. And then one other thing to note, we have the CDL Championship around the corner. It's being decked out for CDL champs. The 12 franchise teams are going to be on there as well. And that's really cool to think about from our side because, we've had now the signatures, the weapon blueprints, the stickers, all the different things we've had. But to have it inside of Warzone in stadium, I think since I've been involved in Call of Duty esports is one of the coolest things that I've ever seen.
I think when we were told this internally, I almost shed a tear hearing about it because it is, we've always wanted more. This is a big step for us. And I'm going to love it. Yeah, man. Why not take advantage of that stadium? Champs is coming up. You got Season 5. It is a great time to be a Call of Duty fan.
We also are hearing and seeing today, there's going to be something else that's opening up, and that is going to be Train. It's one of the few map changes that's going to be going down. Train already has been insane with the different levels to it, the amount of places you can maneuver around. It provides some fun fights for sure, but what do you think this is going to do for you now, Joe, with Train kind of opening up a bit?
Oh, yeah. I think it's a little bit interesting, right? Because I think a majority of the fights around train station are on the roof, right? There's so many ways up, all the staircases, but you're opening that up even more, going towards like the ticket hall, the platform. So I think obviously that height advantage is going to be even more important, but the battles really aren't going to be up top. They're going to be down low. They're going to be in the interior. So I'm excited to get looting inside there.
Yeah, no, it should be really cool because I think it's just been 4 or 5 months, and we're really excited for some change, right? Some updates
new
to the
stuff,
map, some different fights, just some different looks at some of these fights you've been having time and time again. You're so familiar with the position, just mixing it up seems like it'll be very, very cool. Now, this update's one I'm scared about, Joe, because I have horrible movement and tend to get hit by things. There's going to be a train that is going to be going around the southwestern part of the map, and it is going to be circling. There's going to be loot on it. You can take it over. How many hours into playing till I get hit by this thing?
Probably the first hour, I would assume. I don't really think we're going multiple hours into this. It'll probably be I got to see the speed on this thing. Does it stop when it stops? Is that how we get on it? I got to try it out. But in terms of you getting hit by it, it's going to happen on the first day. There is no doubt in my mind.
Absolutely. Those are the three major kind of changes coming into the map, right? You have stadium, you have train, and then you have an actual train that's going to be going around that southwestern side of the map. And I don't know. I'm curious, especially what's interesting when these things change, right away. Usually they're very hot, right? Because everyone wants to check them out. It's like a new part of the map. There's going to be some insane clips and sequences around this train for sure. 100%.
I think so as well. You think about, first of all, if there's a bunch of great loot on there, it's going to be a hot spot. But think about if the end game is there, right? If we go to the southwest part of the map,
I'm dead.
And you're stuck into a tough position. I'm just saying, if there's a way you can jump on it somehow, you get out of a crazy situation, you get on a train, you're able to clutch it out. I don't know. There's a lot of crazy scenarios that could go on with this train.
No, I'm looking forward to that for sure. But yeah, those are the kind of three changes again to the map. We talked stadium, train, and then the train going around the map. Now I want to talk about more of a gameplay feature that is something that you and I have wanted for a long time, because you mentioned early in this that you get frustrated at times when people are top stadium, because unless you drop back in there and like your loadout's there, or you take a chopper, you can't get there. The same can be said for what? The top of
Downtown.
airport, right? Top of airport. Or there are a lot of buildings that have just one way to get up, right? Like one zip line or one staircase. It's very easy for people to watch with what? Proximity mines. C4. There's easy ways to
Claymores.
watch it. Yeah, there's
3
a lot.
of them.
Like, why do you, Joe, in particular, have really been wanting like different access routes, right?
I think with how strong, we talk about height advantage is, you should have to worry about it. And with really only 1 or 2 ways, it's easy to cover. It's easy to guard. You need a couple pieces of equipment. It makes it tough. It's sort of the thing of, well, do I even risk going up here? Probably not. So, yeah, just looking for more access points.
And that's what we're getting. So now, from what I understand, there are going to be exterior access points on a lot of key buildings. And I don't know exactly what buildings it's going to be. We're excited to kind of hop in and see where they're going to be. Is it going to be at airport? Are they going to be all over downtown? Stadium's obviously changing drastically, so I don't know if that'll even be necessary anymore. But those buildings with 1 access point, it sounds like we're getting additional, and that should be huge, because the rooftop Randys, they can be very difficult to take out at times. They got 4 of them up there with 4 armor boxes all set up and ready to go, just reviving after revive as I knock them time and time again with my sniper rifle. Now we're gonna have ways to get up there. I'll knock one with my snipe. You'll fly up and ascend. Team gets dominated.
That sounds amazing. But yeah, I imagine a lot of this discussion was around downtown. I mean, how many times have you seen somebody tweet, blow it up, right? You've seen the teasers coming out. Yeah. The fact that there might be a bomb, everyone is like, please blow up downtown. But yeah, I imagine a lot of those positions that we will be looking at definitely going to be in that area. But I mean, what we talked about, train, maybe there's a few there. Airport tower, I'm hoping there's one there. Top airport can be a really annoying place to deal with. But yeah, just the fact of, okay, if you're going to take this high ground, you're going to have the advantage, but you have to be aware of what's around you.
Yes,
I think that's going to be a lot more important nowadays. Yep.
If you have 4 of people up there, or 3, whatever mode you're playing, at least make sure they have to split and watch access points. Because with 4 people watching one staircase with 8 C4s, good luck. It's basically impossible. But the last thing we do want to touch on is some of the new weapons that are becoming with Season 5. We have a new SMG and a new AR. The ISO SMG. I'm wondering what to expect from this.
I think this is where they could probably add a little bit more diversity, is in the submachine gun category. They came out with the Fennec, but it just doesn't have the clip, right? You just shoot so fast. It's difficult to deal with multiple opponents. There could be a big discussion around this ISO SMG.
Yeah, it'll be cool to check out if there's any change to the current meta with everything going on. Then the AN-94. You and I are familiar with that gun. Back to previous titles. What have you liked about it in the past?
Oh, I mean, it's just hard hitting, right? Medium range. But that is a little bit worrisome for me. If it is similar to classic, the AN-94 that we know and love, I don't know if it is going to be able to hang with the likes of the Kilo, the M4, the Grau, the Bruin right now, just due to the fact of how much range is in Call of Duty Warzone, right? When you talk about some of the battles that you're taking, it's a lot of range, right? You need minimal recoil. The AN-94, though, if it packs a punch, it could be a fun one to have in Verdansk.
Well, yeah, I mean, the fact is you're just having fights at much further ranges than you do in multiplayer, right? Like, you're having these really long range fights. And yeah, there is a lot of recoil. It almost serves as like when the Galil came out, like I feel like I couldn't challenge like the Grau or something like a Bruin or snipers at long range, but when I was like close range with it, like it was almost better as an SMG. Like it hit really hard. Like when I was in those close to mid range fights, it was great. It's just when you get to the long range, can it work out? But we'll be excited to see how these guns evolve and how they're going to be added to the meta and if there's any changes there. But Joe, that about does it. I mean, we've got for Season 5, we have the 3 changes to the map. We have everything going on with the exterior ways to hit buildings and different access routes. We have a couple new weapons coming into it as well. Joe, are you excited?
I am. I am excited. Hopefully we get some. I know we're going to get some cool looking operators, probably some new ground loot. So I cannot wait. Every time they switch it up, the ground loot, it just feels like it's a new game. So yeah, I cannot wait for these changes.